and today I'm going to be going over my mini project 3. So for this project I chose to work on DICOM to FHIR, and for this I created a Python script which I've also pushed to my GitHub repo. And this script essentially takes in DICOM as input and outputs it in a JSON file as a imaging study resource from FHIR. Uh, so I'm going to be showing you how to set up and run this project. I tried to make this as simple as possible, so it shouldn't be very difficult. I'm using two packages from Python, which I've referenced in my paper. So you need to be sure to install these two Python packages beforehand if you haven't already. And in my readme.md, I will provide instructions on how to install them. Um, so after you've installed these Python libraries, which they are PyDICOM and the other one is FHIR.resources, then everything should run just fine with this script. So I'm using Python 3, and yeah, so that's all that's needed for in terms of dependencies. Now I'm just going to show you the project structure. So basically there's just a input folder, and after you run the script there will be an output directory where the output directory will have your JSON files in it. So this input file, this is where you would put all of your different DICOM studies that you're interested in. So in this case, I only have one that I'm using as a demo, and it's this one here. However, if you have multiple that you would like to try out, you can put in this directory. And when I open this up, you see all of the DICOM instances. So here are all the DICOM instances pertaining to this series or study, and we're going to convert this all into a JSON. So in order to run my script, you need to make sure that you're in this directory. So first you just have to cd into here, but I'm already in here, as you can see, DICOM to FHIR. And then all you have to do is just run Python 3 DICOM to FHIR. And there you go. And it created an output directory. And in the output directory, I will have, similarly to the input, I will create a directory pertaining to that study. So if you open it up here, and as you can see, there's a JSON file here. And now I can open it up to show you. And here is the example of what was produced. So this is all sorted in alphabetical order. The keys are. So the first I have is endpoint, which is a path to the DICOM file. And then here is the ID, the identifier, the modality, the number of instances, number of series, resource type. Here's the series. I put a description. That this was all the data that was taken from the DICOM files. And here's the instances for the series. As you can see, it's all in a list, and there's 24 of them. So I have all 24 of them here. And then after all of this, we also have for the series, we have the modality as well, the number of instances started, UID, and lastly, here are the other attributes, the started status, and this is the reference to the patient where it took the name from. Just wanted to give an update on something. I was able to fix an issue with the sorting of the instances. So in the updated code on my repo, you will now have all the instances in the correct order. Thanks. So that's about it for this project. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.